off the team and what do they have? Like, it's really him with the Cowboys. It's Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. It's Brady with the Patriots. You know, there's a few guys. He's one of them.
He might not be the best running back in the league, but he is the most valuable running back in the league.
Exactly.
I don't think it's particularly close,
especially with the quarterback
means
they
more
have.
to their team.
The quarterback,
like
Dak Prescott needs Zeke.
Well, the Cowboys are thinking about paying him $30 million a year, which I think would be a horrific mistake. He's not a $30 million a year quarterback. He's like a $20
I think
million
25 is a lot too. I mean, he's shown that he's an average quarterback. The only reason that they like him is because he doesn't turn the ball over that much, and he kind of is a leader on the team, and they like him. And not to mention they like that he can run when he wants to without making it the focal point of his game. I understand paying him. I just think that when you're going to look at a list of him being on the top 5 paid quarterbacks, I think it's going to be a bad look considering that he's just not a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
But once again, he needs Zeke there in order for them to win games and get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he wasn't reporting to the Cowboys soon. They're going to get a deal done before the season starts, so I have to disagree with our listeners. So moving on, we have our fantasy draft for animals that you just straight up don't fuck with.
Oh, real quick, I'd like to claim the first vote on our fantasy draft. Our first fantasy draft, we have the poll results. And what were the percentage of results after that? I believe that Pip was disqualified from the Blackout Drinks fantasy draft. So it was between me and Angelo.
Why was I disqualified? You got to tell the audience.
Well, one, you never
picked
blacked
White
out
Claws.
before. And two, you picked Bush lattes.
And I disrespect.
I mean, well, it's not. I mean, like you were. It's almost in your favor that you were disqualified because you wouldn't have seen that. Literally, no one would have voted for you. Like that would have been pretty. That would have been worse for your self-esteem. And like it may have. I don't know. It might have changed you, which might have been a good thing, but I don't know.
Couldn't have hurt.
You wouldn't have had a vote. That's for sure.
I will never change.
It's a shame.
It is a damn shame.
It's a shame.
So we have the results from that one or not?
No, from what? The drinking one?
The first fantasy draft.
Yeah, you said you had the numbers for us.
You had the numbers. You won it. He's just trying to hype.
He's
just trying to hype himself up right here.
I actually don't have the numbers.
Do not have the numbers.
Classic
in front of us.
Aquino trying to hype himself up.
We actually don't have the numbers in front of us. So
You won it. I think you won it like
70
70-30. You destroyed Angelo.
To zero. Can we just claim that you had 0?
To zero. Yeah, 30 points is a lot higher than 0.
Yeah.
I was disqualified. I had no chance to get a vote.
You wouldn't have gotten one.
You wouldn't have gotten a vote.
Guys, I've been on the right side of every argument thus far.
All right, let's just put this out there. I appreciate everyone that is listening. It's just that you're wrong about the robo. I'm so sorry. Like if you, I love that you're listening. Keep tuning in. We love you guys. We love our fans. But sometimes people are wrong, and the robo-ump votings and the Zeke
we'll see.
And the
We'll
fact
see
that
This
Pip
week
has been on the right side of arguments just shows you that you should probably check yourselves on some of these arguments.
Well, Thursday we'll find out who won the last fantasy draft, which was fast food.
We'll talk about that in the next episode.
T-Pip is going to take that home. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote.
I mean, you tossed in Dunkin' Donuts on top 3 fast foods for all of us.
Sleeper pick.
We already shit on him.
All right.
We already shit on him enough for it, so we'll
Angelo,
just continue on
what's
to
this week's fantasy
today's
draft?
It's animals you don't fuck with, ones that you wouldn't borrow a 10-foot pole to touch. So
Ryan, give us an example. Don't give us an animal. But
don't give us. No, we got it. Any animal
just
you
an
don't
animal
like.
where you see that and you're like, fuck that thing, and you either walk the other way or like you do have an encounter with it and it's like stressful, or it's just like, wow, that was an awful experience. I don't want to ever see that animal again. I'd probably punt it if I saw it again off the top of the bridge, like Anchorman when he punts off the freaking Baxter. But we have our draft here, and we're going to start our pick simulation soon.
We're going to do it right now.
Which is always rigged.
Pip
It's
is number
rigged
1,
every time.
Aquino 2, and myself number 3. So number 1 has the first pick. So Pip, you have the first pick.
Let's go.
Once again, he needs it.
Aquino, you have the third pick, sorry, and I have the second
I will
pick.
never get first overall pick. Never
So,
gonna
Pip,
happen.
who's the first animal that you don't fuck
The
with?
first animal that I don't fuck with / that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole are raccoons. That is my number one pick. Raccoons
Raccoons are the number one pick.
Raccoons
Well,
scare.
in our defense, they are super populated around here, so we do run into them very often. Basically, if it's dark out, you will see them running into a sewer.
I was traumatized.
around us.
I was traumatized as a kid with raccoons. You want to hear this story?
Would you have a pet?
No. When we were redoing my house when I was like 10 years old, 8 to 10 years old, I go downstairs into the kitchen. My dad for breakfast, whatever. Me and my dad walk downstairs. All of a sudden, we see a raccoon fucking hanging from the cabinet, eating our cereal inside the house.
That's fire.
Inside the
Holy
house.
shit.
Inside the fucking house. And those things are scary, man. They're just gross. Like, fuck them. Fuck raccoons.
I think in a different life, though, raccoons could have been gas. Like they could have been fire. Like if they were just a little bit more friendly, domesticated, and like, you know, not nocturnal.
Bro,
if they just like were awake in the day normally, and they didn't have rabies if they were awake in the day, they could have been super chill.
They could have been solid animals.
Yeah, but I'm not going to argue with the fact that raccoons suck because they do. It's just sus first overall pick. But then again, in your circumstances, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, he hands me the second overall pick, which I would have taken at 1, is cats.
No, that's my. Oh, I had them in my draft.
If you're not a cat person, cats are
that's
the worst
brutal.
animal you could possibly.
That's brutal.
I think in my entire life, I think I've enjoyed the presence of like 2 cats. Other than that, cats are just mean animals. They will slap the shit out of any animal. They just don't give a fuck.
Okay, so that's a very solid.
That was a solid pick.
Definitely on there. I was gonna label that. I labeled that as most cats because I've seen super chill cats. I don't want to put a bad rap to all of them.
95% of
most cats. Oh my god! So real quick story. Even though it's Angelo's draft pick,
no, it's yours now.
I know, but he picked cats. When I was like 12 or 11, we're all sleeping over at Jake Sevion's house. Shout out Jake Sevion. And he had a cat that was like chill all day long. And I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. And this cat comes over to me. And I start moving my legs. And this thing fucking annihilated my calves. Like I still have scars from how bad that cat fucked with my legs. So I like nearly kicked it out the front fucking door. I freaked out and like woke up everyone. It was a big deal. I was like, sorry, this thing probably just thought my legs were like monsters because they were moving under the freaking sleeping bag.
I just don't
and this
understand.
thing clawed me.
Why would you want a cat as a pet? Like
some people prefer cats. It's to each their own.
Some people kill babies. So
yeah. So Aquino, you got back-to-back picks. Let's hear them.
I got back-to-back picks. My number 1 overall draft pick is not something we see on a daily basis live. I mean, I sure as shit don't, but I couldn't possibly fuck less with snakes. Snakes.
It's a great pick.
That's my number 1 bugaboo. I'm not
a snake guy.
I'm not a snake guy. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is outside of those like animal lovers on Instagram and stuff.
Dwight
like
Howard
that.
has like 20 snakes.
Well, Dwight Howard also
does
does butt stuff, but I mean, whatever. On another note, snakes just freak the shit out of me. I love how like a snake could just like if a big snake could actually just decide to kill me if he wanted to. I kind of have no decision in the matter. Also, fun fact. This is also basically the Discovery Channel. I heard this recently. This is a sick, super fun fact. So if you have like a big ass snake coming up and like coiling itself around you, if you can get to like a twig and pick it up, you wait for the snake to get fully wrapped around you, and then you snap the twig in your hand. Snakes' senses are so bad that they would have thought that that's your spine cracking, so they uncoil, and then you can run out of the way.
that's fucked up.
It's a super fucked up fun fact, though. It's
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
It's good to know. If you ever get coiled around by a snake, I mean, you're probably dead in the first place, but if you can find the twig, there may be some hope.
There's no shot that I'm waiting for it to coil itself around my whole body, too.
Well, then there's a way that you'd be dead.
Yeah,
so you pick your poison on that one. And my second draft pick, I'm gonna have to go with spiders, like the whole like tarantula family and stuff like that. Like if I see a baby spider, a daddy longleg on the wall, I'm not gonna freak out and like run the other direction and stuff like that. Like I'll kill it, but by no means like if you have no problem killing spiders, like I don't, but at the same time, if you're going to tell me you have no problem with there being like a spider on you where you don't know where it is and you like feel it at the same time, like you're a fucking liar. No one likes spiders.
No one likes spiders.
Not a fucking person.
It's very,
not
very
a
solid,
sane person
very
on
solid
planet
pick.
Earth. Appreciate you.
Angelo?
So, I mean, my next pick is it's my least favorite animal. I alluded to it earlier. I don't think Pip is going to pick it, but I'm just going to put it down right now. Is horses.
Oh, my gosh.
I hate horses. Horses are terrifying animals.
They're like the second most loyal animal.
You just lost the
on
draft.
Earth.
You lost the draft.
Terrifying animals.
It's just because they're so strong.
They're so strong. First of all, I mean, horses are dumb animals. They'll run till they die.
That's just, you could argue that's just loyal as shit.
That is true. But I just don't like that if I piss off a horse, it can kill me by just bucking me
Facts.
and then kicking me
Okay.
in the face.
Okay,
I just think that's terrifying. I would never get on a horse.
Horses
They're
are like
just scary.
But
some
like
of the most
I would
beautiful
I would
animals
make
there
this
are.
argument with that though is like they don't have the most dangerous animal as you label it, like
But they're low-key
a very
dangerous.
common thing for like little kids to get on and ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't fuck with them.
Fair,
That's
fair.
the name of the draft. Animals you don't fuck with.
Well,
I
you
don't
just
fuck with
lost the
horses.
draft.
Sure.
You just lost the draft with that pick. You should be disqualified.
That's
actually.
bold coming from someone that's never going to win one of these.
And someone who picked Dunkin' as a top 3 fast food place.
We've only-
fast food place.
I'm just
All
gonna
right, Pip. Back-to-back Pips. Let's hear it.
back-to-back
I
picks.
mean, not even give you an opportunity to defend yourself. So just let's go.
Okay, my second overall pick. I mean, I don't know how none of you guys picked this. Are skunks.
What do you mean you don't know how any of it? When's the last time you got sprayed by a skunk?
You fuck with skunks?
I don't fuck with skunks, but I'm not gonna like.
So Ryan and Angelo
I mean,
fuck
they're
with skunks.
all over the.
You come into contact with a skunk like once every month, maybe.
No, so I probably had the most like contact.
Angelo,
with
when's the
skunks,
last
like,
time you
out of
came
the
into
three of
contact
us.
with a freaking horse?
Like last
Good
week
point.
when I went to physical therapy, the horse's place. There's
There was a horse in the lobby.
There was a. There's like a horse ranch right next to where we're going to physical therapy.
I know every
And rather
time you
than that,
see
I went
me,
to-
I'm a
went to-
thoroughbred. So I mean,
I went
I'm
to
an
Central
absolute
Park
thoroughbred.
and the police officers walked by on horses, and I just don't like horses.
Fair. No, I probably had the most encounters with skunks here, dude. Like, shout out Pace University townhouses. The garbages were outside in front of the townhouses, and there was like one every 3 townhouses. And I shit you not, every single night I would walk back to the townhouses, and there would be at least 2 or 3 skunks outside just clawing at our garbage every single day. And they were so like, they were scared of me. They would like run the other direction if I got close enough. So it's not like it would have attacked me. Like I didn't mind. Like you kind of just saw skunks and you went in your house, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Pip, what's your second pick?
Well, no, first of all, skunks. Very, very good pick. Third pick.
The fact that you have to try to say it's
The
a very good pick,
self-claimed good pick, yeah.
would
Okay,
make
we'll
shit,
see
make
it in
it
the,
sound
we'll see
like
it
a
in
bad
the,
pick.
We'll see. The people will speak. The people will speak. Third overall pick. Sleeper pick right here. Absolute sleeper pick. I'm gonna label them the rats of the sea. Do you guys want to guess? The rats of the sea, the rats of the ocean, the rats of the beach.
I don't know.
Seagulls are
Well, rats
fucked.
don't fly, but
They are flying rats. Seagulls are flying rats.
I mean,
Seagulls have issues. They shit on you. They bite you. They take your food. They're disgusting.
seagulls don't bite you.
Yes,
What
they
are you,
do.
like, been bit
My
by a
sister got
seagull?
bit by a seagull.
You should leave the seagull alone then. Don't piss it off. It's not going to bite
What
you.
did we do?
They're
Piss it.
scared of us.
Okay, we're gonna put up some. I'm gonna find some clips of seagulls biting people.
Yeah, there's evidence of every single animal in the animal kingdom attacking a human being if you look hard
because
enough.
we are assholes
Yeah,
as
we're
a species.
dicks.
We are the worst.
Yeah.
Seagulls are the rats of the sea. I know people. I
Well-
know my people out there agree with me. Next pick, you go.
I mean, you're laying me up right there. For my next pick is mice and rats.
Fair.
They're
I was gonna pick
disgusting.
that. I was going to pick that.
Like you can't say a seagull is even comparable to a rat or a mouse. They're not. Mice and rats are disgusting,
flying
vile
rats.
creatures. They're not flying rats. They're huge. Like New York City rats are huge too, but like seagulls they fly. It's like
They're
you only come into
flying
contact with them during like a 3-month stretch of the year when you're at beaches. Rats and mice are prevalent throughout the entire year.
That's, I mean,
Just classic